Hey guys, welcome to Indie Game Hustle. In this video, we're going to take a look at our selection tools. All right, so what I've done is I've created a sphere here to help demonstrate how the selection tools work. So basically, on the right side, once you've created your mesh using UModeler, what you can do is go down to your selection area and you have invert, isolate, grow, shrink, loop, ring, and border. All selection is if we go, for instance, into one of our selection types here. So for instance, we have our vertex, we have our edge tool, and our face tool. I'm going to select this face here. And so with this face selected, if I select all, what's it going to do is it's going to select all the faces of the object that's currently selected. So for instance, if I select all now, it's basically selecting all of the object, all the faces of this object. Now, with that, if I were to hit invert, and if I select this face here, and I hit invert, what's it going to do now is it's going to invert the selection minus whatever I have selected. So as you can see, now everything is selected except for this center piece here. Now, for instance, if I were to invert again, it goes back. Now, if I select just these pieces here and I do invert, it's going to do the invert selection. The next one is going to be isolate. So isolate is a little different. So for instance, I'm going to create a game object separate from this one. What I'm going to do is duplicate this sphere, and I'm going to Control V. And now we have two spheres here. So what I'll do is take both of these spheres and I'm going to use the combine option. And so now these are actually just one sphere. So if I select face and I select all, it's going to select all because it's acting as if it's one object. In terms of isolation, however, if I select this here and I hit isolate, it's only going to select whatever this face is connected to. So if I select this one and hit isolate, it's going to select only the pieces of the face that it's connected to with vertices, etc. So let's take a chance here and demonstrate another option. So I'm going to select these faces here, and I'm going to actually go to a different tool and hit detach. And I believe it's detached it. Okay. So now you can see that this face is completely detached. If I were to select all, remember the selection all, it's going to select all. If I were to go off and I hit isolate by having just this one selected, we have isolate, right? And then now if I were to do isolate on this piece, it's only going to select, again, the piece that is isolated from the rest. So this piece is separated from this, even though it's all part of one object. All right, so another selection option we have is grow. So if we were to select, say, the center face and I hit grow, it's going to expand its selection, and it's going to continue to expand that selection. And of course, just like you would expect, if you hit shrink, it's going to shrink that selection all the way down to nothing. All right. And so we can do the same thing if we were to select, say, these pieces and you hit grow, it's going to grow it. And then you can make changes as needed based on whatever needs you have. Great. All right. The next selection tool we're going to take a look at is loop. So what we're going to do is go ahead and, for instance, grab our line tool, and we can select our line tool and we're going to hit loop, and that's going to do the loop. Now, another way to loop automatically would be to double click on a line. That's one option as well. That's very useful. But if you want to be more selective as to what really is going on, you can actually select loop. Now, if you want to select a loop on the side pieces as opposed to going this way, you can actually select ring. Ring is going to do it just like this. And that's always nice as well. There's lots of different things you can do with that as needed. All right. And last but not least, you have border. So we'll demonstrate border here. So what I'm gonna do is actually go ahead and delete these faces. And so with this piece here, we have border. So what we're gonna do is select a edge tool that's inside of here, and we're gonna select border. And what's really cool, what you can do with something like this is when you have selected border, you can actually hit bridge and you can actually close that off completely. And once you do that, you can do all types of things. You can extrude, that's just the lines, but if you want to actually select the faces, you can actually extrude that face out and you can make some other changes as needed for modeling, which is nice. And again, with the line tool, these are things that you can do. Create lines, which is very awesome. And using a combination of all these tools that we're learning allow you to make different decisions for your objects. And hopefully that was pretty easy. I'll see you guys in the next video.